Last night, Obama has won back his seat in office, and I couldn't be more happy. It's no disrespect to Romney, but I've made my decision long before the presidency only because what went against Romney was, aside from his past record, the fact that, like so many other people who tended to lean to Republican, many of the ones in power were just bitching over little things. Obama's birth certificate. Obama unable to create jobs, considering it was a Republican, a Bush no less, that fucked up everything in the first place. And Republicans like John Boehner, Rush Limbaugh, and Donald Trump that just had to go on over any little thing. I would expect people not just of that age, but of such a lofty position to act like they deserve to be in those lofty positions. But if anything, it was childish, and it was stupid. When Obama took office, Boehner had the first shit fit. He might as well called him a you-know-what, since that's where it was clearly going. And the country was put in such a worse position only because people like that just didn't like the fact that he was black. And they hated the fact, and I apologize if this offends anybody, that a little chocolate got into the presidential vanilla. But last night's victory, Boehner's gonna be steaming. And if anything, it's gonna have more to talk about, really. I was never really interested in the presidency until a minority got elected, because it showed to me that America really is the land of the free. It really is the land of opportunity. So more power to him. I expect much of him. I expect him to keep more of his promises. If Romney wants to run again, I think he should. But for now, granted, I just came into the realization, since Romney won my state of Arizona, in a way my vote counted for nothing, at least here. But the fact that overall there was still, the person I wanted still won victory. I don't know who else that I voted that won. Well, I know half of the people I voted didn't win their seats. I know at least that much. And truthfully, I didn't want Flake or Carmona to win. That's why I voted for the Libertarian. Granted, I knew this is a messed up thing to say, and I have no disrespect for that other politician, or even Carmona or Flake, but I knew I wasted my vote with that. But it was just my way of saying, at least I didn't have a hand in voting one of two people who's probably a mistake. And this from an independent who votes more on the Democratic side than on the Republican. Now, hopefully 3 senators, Kennedy, the other 2, hopefully they did win their seats, only because democracy works best aside from the fact that when everybody's involved, but when our politicians have shit together. And when there's less bickering over petty little shit. The filibuster way back when was a mistake because if anything it helped make a bad situation even worse. And let me correct myself. It made a worse situation even worse. And all because of Boehner. Now, I do have a supreme hate of Boehner. Granted, I didn't like Romney anyway for his past and the fact that he was parroting just about every right-wing Republican when I don't think he was right-wing. I think he was just a right Republican for the job. But going back, this is going to give a nice healthy dose of humble pie and vitamin shut the fuck up to those who need it most. Because if you're so extremely right or too extremely left to see the broader picture, you should not be in politics. You should not have your own radio show, Limbaugh. One of the things that's going to bother me is that it's not as monumental as when Obama first took office. But even way back when, people were using the fact that he went into office for their own personal camera time. Donald Trump, for example. We all want to be seen. We all want to be heard. But if you're just sort of in a way just promoting your own bullshit, when really you couldn't give two shits about who's president. At least that's the way I see it. Maybe Trump has racist ties in a way, but I don't think it. I think it had more to do with just having FaceTime and having something to talk about. And basically he was pulling a Madonna. He tried to stay valid in a world that changed. And it changed pretty damn quickly, to be honest. Well, hopefully Boehner quits. Hopefully he gets so... I want Boehner to be revealed for the asshole he is. People like that should not have power, let alone an important position like Speaker of the House or Senator or anything else for that matter. They shouldn't even be the manager of a Wendy's. But that's my view of it. But as I've stated before, I would think Romney did have what it takes. Even if I didn't like him, he just ran at the wrong time. And hopefully, I'm going to end with this. Hopefully, there will be no more, because of this partly, there will be no more Bushes fighting granddaddy or daddy's wars. Now, it's been a thrill.